Now look at this one. I'm giving you a wonderful way to overcome your reading problem, and you can get something around 18 out of 20 in the reading examination part A. How to do that? There is a trick for that. The trick is known as facts, causes, effects, solutions. What is that? Look at this one, all of you. I won't take much time. Maybe some of you are excellent in part A, those 20 questions, but this will be beneficial for all of you. Listen, what is this one? So what you have to do is F stands for facts, C stands for causes, E stands for effects, S stands for solution. For example, if you ask me what are facts, facts are like explanation, examples, symptoms, any fact which usually are answers to what, where, when, okay, when, how, why. These questions are the fact things. So if you find this first paragraph is only fact, you have to write somewhere, you have to write it is fact. It's very important. That's what you have to do. Okay, you have to do like you have to write here facts. Okay, I'll show you. Just write here facts. Write facts. Not here. You have to write somewhere here. Facts will be fine here. Just write facts. Then if you find the second one is completely causes, write causes. If you find the text C is effects, what do you mean by effects? Effects means consequences. Consequences of a particular condition or anything like that. And the last one is solution. Solutions include anything like how to treatment, management, medicines, all of them are in the solutions area. Okay, solutions area means treatment, management, diagnosis, therapies, all those things are, even precautions are also part of solutions. What precautions you have to take. So if you are finding that, if you find that text D is all about like basically solutions are there, and some way there is facts are also there. Some facts are usually not there, and then you can also find in the text C, you will be finding, mostly you'll be finding E. E means effects or consequences. Okay, effects will be there. Plus effects, you will be also finding other information, like sometimes a bit of facts can be there, and a bit of effects also can, solutions also can be there. But basically, in all these paragraphs, you'll be finding the first one will be the fact paragraph, and the second one will be it can be like causes paragraph will be there. Causes, okay, the reasons for some particular condition. And the third will be usually effects or consequences of that one. What happens if a patient is having this AMD or something? All right, what are the effects of that one, or you can say symptoms of that one. Symptoms, okay, how does it affect the patient? Or if you are giving this particular medicine, what are the effect of this medicine? What are the side effects of this medicine? So that will be E, and the final one will be solution, will be the last one. Solution means what are solutions? Treatment options and other things are there. Solutions, precautions. So sometimes the only problem is you will find facts plus solutions. Maybe you'll find causes plus solutions. Sometimes you will find effects plus maybe second one, that is causes. They can be mixed. So then what is the benefit of doing this one? What is the benefit of doing this one? When you go to question number 1 to 7 in part A question will come like, in what text do you find information about? Yes, very simple. So the question comes like question number 1, effects of AMD on a child's life. So you have to see it is effect kind of a question. So FAES, go to the effect paragraph where you found that one. So you will find mostly here. At the same time, you will find a bit of effects in the other paragraph also. So if you don't find it in the main paragraph, you can go to the other paragraphs for information. So 1 to 7 questions can be easily done using this method. FCES method, which is really important. And yes, so before we wind up this part of this one, try to understand. Facts are like this one. The second one is causes of something. And then other one is effects of something, effects. And the last one is solutions of something. Solutions usually include treatment options, medication, precautions, a lot of things. These words will be found in those lines, precautions. And the questions also will be having these words. What are the treatment options and what medication are to be given? Sometimes a particular medicine's name will also be there. So you will be finding how can metformin. So when you find a medicine name, you can go to the which paragraph, which text? FAES, that is solution one. Okay, in the solution one, you can find. In the effects, like what are the effects of a particular condition, like a bacterial infection, what are the effects of something? You can find a lot of effects are there. What are the consequences of something? Consequences are there. Okay, and these are the effects paragraph. And causes are, what is this? Causes? No way. Causes. What are the causes of that one? A particular, okay, in the effects area, you can also see like symptoms. And in the causes area, you will find how a particular bacterial infection happens. Okay, the etiology of that, all these things will be coming in that area. Causes, how a particular disease condition develops. Okay, causes, what are the causes? Okay, so that will be in that. So remember, next time you do part A reading, please follow the FCES method. It will really help you. And by this, what you have to do is just mark each of these paragraphs with the relevant FCES, and it will be easy for you to just try this, please. All of you, please try today. When you do the reading of any kind of reading that you do, you can try that method and you can check whether it is working or not. But in the first attempt, you won't be getting a good result. You may have to do a couple of times, you will be getting a good result of that. But our main focus is not A here. Today, we are discussing C as usual. Oh my God, I deleted the whole thing. Sorry. If anybody has a question, you can ask me. If you have any confusion regarding the class yesterday that we had, you can again ask me, because some of you were not really okay with this or the one of the answers of yesterday. If you have a question, you can ask me right now. Otherwise, let's move to this one now. You have to answer 9.1, 9.2, and 9.3. You have 5 to 6 minutes to answer all of them. These are the terms that will confuse you. Be careful with these terms. All the best. Those who have completed, please raise your hands. There is a hand button on your phone. Please touch the button. I'll be able to see your hand is raised. That's something good. 15 out of 40 of you have done. And you have only 1 minute remaining now. Only 1 minute left.
Sir, 9.2 D option, is it inhabiting people?
Inhabiting, yeah, sorry, yeah. It is inhabiting. It is not inhibiting. It is inhabiting. Inhabiting means living in a particular region. Very good. I got 26 out of 40. The reason why others have not done could be they came late. Yes, I can see that. Some of you came late. Jojo, you came late. Satish, you came very late. Okay. And I'm happy to see that, Satish, you are really getting some good inspiration from our classes. Bella is new here. Not really new, but sometimes she comes and goes, okay. Ramya, all right. Veena, yes. Veena, I hope you are really doing well. and we are going to start the discussion. Let's start now. So there are two more questions that we will be discussing after this. So please understand one thing. Your OET reading and listening score will depend on these scores. If your scores are really going to be high, okay, and I have a request also. My request is, in case you get a very bad score today, are you going to blame yourself and me? No way, please. Every day you are getting a chance to correct yourself. Please understand that. This is just a correction time. I'm just correcting your brain's logical segment. That's all. Okay. Now, in case I commit any mistake, please come up with your own arguments against me. And I really welcome your arguments. You can publicly argue with me here. First one, AMD exacerbates after 74 years. We know that this happens more after 74 years, but it doesn't say it is exacerbating. Exacerbation is not found here. You cannot find the word exacerbation anywhere. It is only seen that although the same is being reported at any age, including here, you can find that one. Okay, AMD is the leading cause of new cases of blindness in those over 65, although, where is that? Okay, fine. We have to find the US report here. This is not the US report. US report is starting only from here now. So this is a dead area and this is the US area. So this is known as finding the main area of the answer. So please understand this area is not about the US. I'm just removing that. And the US is starting from here and this will go up to where? Then it comes to Australia here. This is
Only,
Australia.
only 75 years.
Okay, so yeah, correct. So this is about Australia. We cannot accept that also. And this is general about glaucoma and other conditions. So we are only talking about the United States, US. It affects 8 to 11% of those aged 65 to 74 and 20% of those above. So of course, you know that 20% is more than 8 to 11%. And prevalence is more in people of above those over 75 years. Okay, and here 74 and here 75. Prevalence is more in 75, that is no doubt, but it never says that it is exacerbating. Exacerbation happens when you already have a condition. It's not mentioned anywhere. So we eliminated the first one. So please everybody understand how we are reaching the answers one by one. AMD is mostly found in people above 74 years. Is very clearly not mentioned because it is AMD is mostly, sorry, found in people
It's
above.
mentioned.
This is a correct
It's
sentence.
mentioned.
It is
Yes.
mentioned.
Mostly because of the number, like 20%. 20%. We do not know what about the others. It says very clearly, it says that, okay, okay, fine. Those aged, okay. So only the 75 years above and others are only mentioned here. So it is clearly a mentioned statement. But we have to see whether there is a better answer for this or not. We are talking about the US report here. So please don't go outside the US report here. Our answer should be found only from this area, which is a green area now. This will be the only area where the answer can be found. Going to the third one, see, AMD found in children between 8 and 11 is a new trend. New trend is nowhere mentioned.
Not mentioned.
No, the new trend is nowhere mentioned. It's not the age of children, but it is just the percentage of people. Yeah, even that is also not mentioned. And AMD found in children is nowhere mentioned, although children is there in the first one, but we are talking about the US. And for the US, you cannot find the answer in this area because this area is only talking about children, childhood is mentioned here. So we cannot accept any answer from that. So I hope you understand the logic here. Before answering anything, you have to find out the main area. What is main area? Main area. The question is about the US report. And the US report is only in this area. So you cannot go outside that and you will be simply wasting your time. All right. So prevalence of AMD is estimated almost the same in the US and Australia.
Report from Australia.
Prevalence of AMD is estimated almost the same in US and Australia. Okay, fine, no problem. US is there, but why Australia is there? This is not based on the US report. See, look at that one, the D. I think many of you, more than 10 of you wrote D is the correct answer. I want to explain why D is the wrong answer. D is wrong. Why? Because our question is US and Australia
Yes.
is not part of that. It is just a subsidiary country. I mean, a subsidiary evidence here. All right. So for that reason, this is also just because of this Australia, the answer can be the answer is wrong. So the only correct answer is mostly is 1. And can I know how many of you got B as the correct answer? Will you please raise your hands? Those who got B?
Yes, so B.
Yeah, good. See, but see, I really like your honesty. That like many people withdrew their, I mean, they lowered their hands. That's something good. 20 out of 42. All right. If there is anybody to put the hand down, you can put the hand, because everybody should understand that this is a way of finding the answer. Sorry. So here we have got the first one. This is the correct answer. It's time for us to go to the second one. 9.2. What is not correct according to the paragraph? The question is not what is not mentioned, but what is not correct according to the paragraph. That means there will be only one sentence which is correct. All the others are incorrect sentence. So which method are we going to do here? Elimination method. We are going to eliminate what? The correct answers or incorrect answers? The correct answers.
Correct answers.
Yeah, so we are going to apply the elimination method here. Elimination method is one of the MELONS methods, Melons method. Okay, so we are employing the elimination method right now. Okay, AMD is found in higher numbers of people above 75 years. AMD is found in higher numbers, whether it is Australia or America, we are not concerned about that now. So AMD is found, yeah, so this is a
Mention.
correct sentence. This sentence is a correct one. All right. So that means we are looking for what is not correct. So this is eliminated. If not detected in time, controlling glaucoma will pose challenges. You do not see a word like pose, challenge, or anything, but indirectly, is it there?
Mention. Mention. Yes, sir. Mention.
Maybe some of you really need to know where it is mentioned. Okay, if not detected in time, we are talking about what? Glaucoma. We are not talking about AMD or cataract. We are talking only about glaucoma now. Where is glaucoma now? Here, starting point of glaucoma. So what is the main area here? Yeah, this is the main area where we have to find out the answer. So this will be the glaucoma. From here onwards, it's all about glaucoma now. This is a glaucoma area. Find out. If not detected in time, controlling glaucoma will pose challenges. Where is it?
Third
So in
last.
first line. First.
Is the third major cause of vision loss in the elderly. No, not here.
This
This
is
insidious disease is often undetected until optic nerve damage is
Far
no, even
advanced.
yeah, even here also, yeah, there is a hint there. While risk factors for glaucoma, such as ethnicity and family history, are known, these associations are poorly understood. Even here also, you won't find the answer correctly. With early detection, yeah, we got the answer somewhere here. Not only here, the other sentences are also giving some kind of evidences. With early detection, glaucoma can be controlled medically and surgically. That means with proper training, see, look at this one. With proper training, one can pass OET. Same thing. With proper training, one can. That means if you don't get proper training, what happens? You may not pass OET. Similarly, if you detect the condition quite early, glaucoma can be controlled. That means the reverse mode of this sentence is, if it is not detected early, it may not be. Okay, so look at that one. If not detected in time, controlling glaucoma will pose challenges. Even that is also a mentioned statement. So both of them are correct. Now we are looking for one more which is not correct. Macular degeneration is strictly old age related, is completely
Not mentioned, sir.
not mentioned here. Because not only here, childhood is there, infancy is there.
Yes.
So then this is the incorrect sentence. So do we have to waste our time? Suppose you are in the examination hall and you are really running out of time. So after finding the, after doing the elimination, you don't have to waste your time on another one because time is very precious. People inhabiting particular regions, you may be thinking why there is no in. Inhabiting doesn't need in, okay? Inhabiting particular regions. People inhabiting particular regions are more susceptible to glaucoma. See, remember, the word susceptible has no connection with the suspect. Please understand that, okay? The word susceptible has no connection with the suspect. Susceptible to glaucoma means who are prone to glaucoma, who are what do you say? Vulnerable to, yeah, glaucoma. These words are there. Let's see, people inhabiting particular regions. Where is that word here? The word ethnicity. Ethnicity. Like Asians, that is an ethnicity. Africans, that is an ethnicity. Mongolians, Chinese, that is an ethnicity. Okay, and Sherpas, that is an ethnicity. The Himalayan people, kind of ethnicity. All right, so that's it. Americans, of course, I don't know which is their ethnicity. Aryans, it's a kind of a race that is also kind of an ethnicity. You know that. A bit of common sense things. Okay, so people inhabiting particular regions, even that is also mentioned one. So what is not correct is this one. My request to all the new members, if you are a new member, you will see so many people raising their hands. You are not supposed to feel bad at that time because they are here for the last 1 year, maybe more than 1 year. Some people are studying. So it is really good for them. So if your score is not coming to their level, you are supposed to simply smile when you are getting at least 1 mark out of this. Okay, now, how many of you got C as the correct answer? Please raise your hands. Let's do fast and go to the next one. 24, 23, 25. Yes, around 25. You know, I don't even look at who are those people who got the correct answers. Okay, I usually don't look at that. So anyway, that is good. We are moving to the third answer. Which statement is correct according to the paragraph? We are now looking for the correct sentence. Here we were looking for the incorrect sentence. Here we are looking for the correct sentence. Okay, look at that one. That is very important. Correct according to the paragraph. All right. In spite of the various treatment options for cataract, most of them are ineffective. Nowhere it says they are ineffective. Nowhere we can see that. We are eliminating one. Glaucoma is the third major cause of vision loss in children. Are we talking about children? No.
No.
No. Glaucoma may have gone a long way before it was detected.
Yes, it's such.
Seems
Yes.
to be correct, right? Seems to be
Yeah.
correct. But where is may have gone a long way? Where is a way? We cannot find the way here. That's the problem. Indirect way of answers. Okay, let's see if you are not finding this one. Suppose you are in the examination hall and you are not getting the meaning of this sentence. Do one thing. Anyway, you have already eliminated 1 and 2, A and B. Let's see whether you can eliminate D also. Glaucoma and cataract are not found in people who have AMD.
Not mentioned.
There is no such a comparison here. So
Yes.
rather than scratching your head for 3 minutes to 5 minutes, just eliminate and run away from here and write this answer. Because anyway, you're clear that the A and B are not mentioned. D is also not mentioned. Then why do you want to waste your time on C? Anyway, that's the answer. That is the correct answer. Now, but I have to give you the explanation here now. Glaucoma may have gone a long way before it was detected. Where is that here? Can you find out? The glaucoma part is only here, so don't have to waste your time. Very clear, okay? And
This insidious disease is often undetected until optic nerve damage is far advanced.
yeah, far advanced. Correct. That's it. Correct. That is it. So glaucoma may have gone a long way before it was detected. Means before detecting, before diagnosing this condition, it must have progressed a lot. That means initially people don't understand the condition is really prevalent in that patient or not. It will take a lot of time. Okay, so we have found out that. Can I know how many of you got C as the correct answer? Please raise your hands. 22 this time, 23, 24, 27. My God, great. 29. That is something cool. Okay, very good. Okay, so we are moving to the next one. 9.4 and 9.5 are here. Find out their correct answers now. So I hope you understood the meaning of main area, all of you. Main area method is a wonderful method. As per the main area method, you have to find out the particular area in a part C or part B. I mean, even part A also you can apply the same method. Please go to 9.4 and 9.5 and raise your hands. Done?
Prime focus.
We are asking about the prime focus of this paragraph. Prime. Prime means the most important. Those who got the answers, please raise your hands. We have to wind up. We have to wind up the session fast. My God, I was muted for some time. So please, all of you, I don't know how it happened. I was muted. I was just telling all of you, just please write the first paragraph or the opening paragraph of this letter as fast as possible. You can follow any method, like I am writing this letter. Method is also fine. This letter I am writing to refer is also fine. Or you can use the most modern style, that is the PRPTT style. Whatever method you want, you can write, but you have to write it on your notebook now. All of you, please write it on your notebook. Using this information, you have to write the opening paragraph of this letter. And if anybody wants to read it out, she can read it out. Please write fast. You have 2 minutes. Your time is over, all of you. Your time is over. So anybody wants to read, please read it out. It will be a good information for everybody. Anybody wants to read? Anybody? Who is that? Who is going to read first? Alvin, can you? Alvin or Anchita? Anybody can, please come forward. Jaswin, you can.
Sir,
Yeah. Who is that? Satish.
sir, Sadish, yes, sir,
Yeah.
I wrote simply like I'm writing to transfer Mr. John Doe, who requires an assessment and management for his current health condition.
No, you have to specify
That's
what
all,
is his
sir.
current. You have to specify his current disease condition. Try this one. You can follow the PRPTT model. That is the best model, and that is the most modern model. The other ones are a bit older one. I am writing this letter is a bit very old one. Anybody who wrote this letter using PRPTT, please read.
May I?
Yeah, Swati. Yeah, Swati, please.
Mr. John Dio requires assessment and management. He has suggestive symptoms of poor vision, unable to read, and ready for the transfer.
And is ready for. No, but
Transfer.
since it is an emergency department
Is
transfer,
being transferred.
yeah, is being transferred will be there. Is ready for transfer means that's not a very serious condition. Is being transferred means the patient is in a very serious condition. So how to write? You have to write first. You have to write the patient's name. What is that? Mr. John Doe. Yeah. Somebody please.
Mr. John Doe requires urgent assessment and management. He is
Okay.
having poor vision and unable to read. He is
Okay.
being transferred.
Can you please repeat that? Can you please repeat that? You are using the same PRPTT method, right? Mr. John Doe, okay, requires what?
Requires urgent assessment and management.
1 second, please. Assessment and management. All right. Then
He is having poor vision and unable to read.
he has poor vision and is unable to read and balance. All right. Okay, then he is
being transferred.
Is being transferred. Okay, the only problem with this question is nobody is going to transfer a patient to the emergency department because he is having poor vision and the inability to. That is a mistake in my question. Fine. So you used the PRPTT method. P stands for patient, require stands for R. Urgent, this one, urgent assessment and management will be the purpose of the letter. 1 second, yeah. He has poor vision and is unable to read and balance. That is a present condition, and he is being transferred. If you want, you can combine these two sentences into one. Okay, I can show you how to this one with the poor vision. With poor vision and unable to read and balance. See, look at this one. He is being transferred. See, this is the best example. Yeah.
When using two ands in one sentence, is there any limitations, sir?
And unable to read and balance. No, this is completely fine. There are two kinds of and in OET. There are two kinds of and. One is an and connecting two parts of a sentence. Okay, this is one part of a sentence. See, this is such a long part of a sentence, and another one. So when you are connecting, two parts of a sentence with and, that is okay. In the same sentence, you can have one more and, which is connecting A and B. A and B. So A and B are simply some like metformin and acetaminophen. Why I am writing such a difficult words? Menofen, right? I don't know. Okay. So here acetaminophen and menofen. Okay, right. Yeah, these are two medicines. So we can use this and at the same time, these are, part of the sentences, long sentences. So therefore, we can use this one. Okay, fine. I hope it is almost clear to you. So we wrote this letter using the PRPTT method. In case the letter is a discharge letter, you can use PRPDD model. What is PRPDD model? I hope you know that one. Just write the patient's name, requires, purpose, full stop, then write the discharge condition and discharge date. And most of the time, he is, what is the condition of his discharge? When you discharge a patient, usually the patient's condition must be okay, good condition. Otherwise, you will never transfer. He is recuperating after angioplasty, and is ready for discharge. In the discharge cases, you can write not only ready for and is being discharged. Don't forget the ED there. And will be discharged tomorrow. These are all okay with this one. So same thing. So PRP, everybody, please, if you have not started using our PRPDD and PRPTT method, please start, because the other method is a bit older one, please, very old one, as old as maybe 10 years, very old style. Because you don't have to write, I am writing this letter, because everybody knows that you are writing this letter. You don't have to give an evidence that you are writing. You are, yes, of course you are writing, and you are writing. And this is the letter, and that is to refer. Everything is already mentioned here. That's why we have already written here RE line. The RE line is very clear indication that it is a reference letter. Then why are you repeating? This is to refer. OET doesn't like repetition. All the students, please take a note of this. Okay, so patient, here we got it. Mr. John Doe requires urgent assessment and management with a poor vision. And in this case, see, I'm going to change this one a bit, because a patient with a poor vision and inability to read and balance is not going to the emergency department. So I'm going to just make a change in that one. Requires urgent. Okay, urgent is fine. Urgent, okay, that is fine. Something else like in this case requires urgent assessment and management. Simply avoid this one, assessment and management. Then this will become a non-emergency letter. If you write, okay, and then other changes here, if it is not an urgent transfer with poor vision and unable to read and balance, he is being transferred is wrong. He is ready for transfer. So remember, ready for transfer is a non-emergency letter, and is being transferred is an ED letter. Always remember that. Okay, these are something a bit advanced one. So people who have learned the older style may be finding it a bit difficult to agree with me. We are moving to 9.4 and 9.5. Let's complete this and end this class. The prime focus of this paragraph is AMD, AMD and glaucoma, AMD, glaucoma and cataract, glaucoma and cataract. We are looking for the prime focus. You can see one thing, glaucoma starts from here. How many lines are here? 3 lines, almost 3 lines. And this is completely about AMD. In between, you can find something like a cataract coming in between. I think somewhere it is here. May not be
The class
cataract.
kind of AMD.
It's all about AMD. The whole thing is AMD and then glaucoma. So in that way, AMD and glaucoma are the prime focus of the paragraph. Because we cannot say glaucoma is not, because from here to here, it is completely glaucoma. So AMD cannot be the right answer because it is not only about AMD. It is not only about AMD. AMD glaucoma cataract is not prime. It is not reaching the prime level. That's not equal to the other two. Glaucoma and cataract, no, doesn't come to that level. So B will be the correct answer for that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I hope everybody got that answer. I think majority of you have got. Will you please raise your hands in a few seconds, please? First, how many of you? Something like 20 out of 41, 20, 22, 21, 22, 23. Yes, that is A. A is the right one. Almost 27 of you have got the answer correctly. Good one. And you
Sir,
understand? Yeah.
Sir,
Sorry.
I done this. I done this with the Emily's and Mark's method.
Which one? Okay, really. Are you applying that one?
Yes, sir. Actually, there is 3 times AMD and 3 times glaucoma written there, and I
Okay.
just look like.
Very good. So some of you are not very familiar with our Melons method of reading part B and part C. The first character in that will become the first person, that is Mike. Mr. Mike is the first one. Mike is a leading cause of new causes of blindness in those over. Okay, although the same is being. So Mike is there, Linda is there, Oliver is there. Maybe it's a bit complicated for others. Those who like it, you can apply that one. Okay, maybe in another class, I will give an explanation about how to apply characters in reading part B and part C. Our characters are Mike, and then second one is Emily, third one is, what is that, Linda, the fourth one is Oliver, all British people, okay, Oliver, and then the next one is Nancy, and one more is there, that is Sam. Nancy and Sam. What is the benefit of all these things? Like whenever you have anything, you give a mic to AMD. AMD is the leading cause of new cases of blindness in those over 65. So those over 65 are people like Emily. Emily will be those over, okay. For some people, this method can be highly practical, but others, I don't think it is really needed because every brain is different one. Although the same is being supported at any age, including infancy, childhood, and youth. Okay, here we can find infants are like Linda. Oliver belongs to, infants and, okay, infants will be Linda. Oliver will be child. Nancy will be youth. That way you can understand. If your reading is impaired in some way, you can apply this method. But this method is not going to work for everybody. Going to the last question. The last question is, glaucoma is said to be an insidious disease because for answering this kind of questions, you need to know the meaning of a word. Insidious. What's the meaning of insidious? Of course, you cannot guess it. Guessing will not work at all.
Hidden.
Yeah, hidden. Inside is hidden. See? All right, we are winding up this session. It is not as harmful as AMD. No, there is neither a comparison, but it is also harmful. Insidious things are hidden and harmful. It is very harmful. This answer is correct, but then the hidden is missing here. It is very harmful. Only the harmful side of the word insidious is used here, so it is not acceptable. It is slow and subtle, but not very harmful is completely wrong. It is really harmful. Although it may be slow and not easily noticeable, that is also there. It is bound to cause serious harm. So serious harm is also part of being serious. Slow is also being part of insidious. Not noticeable is also part of insidious. Of course, nobody can answer this question. Most of you, majority of you, 95% of you will not be able to give an answer, even if you are excellent in English, because this word insidious is very uncommon for nurses and doctors. So if you don't get that answer, it's fine. But let me see how many of you applied your common sense. How many of you got this as the correct answer? Please tell me. Please raise your hands, those who got it.
Sir.
Without, Suman, without checking Google?
Yes, sir. Without checking the writing.
All right. Without checking Google. Those who checked Google, you will not be able to have an access to Google in the examination hall. So that will not help you. All right. So we had 5 questions, and I'm not going to ask you how many of you got, but I'm happy that most of you got a very high score today. And we also had a discussion on our PRPDD and the PRPTT method. For transfer letters, you can write PRPTT, and for discharge letters, you can always write PRPDD. If you have any questions, we are going to have a discussion on PRPDD and PRPTT in the next class that is starting in 5 minutes. All the best. Bye. See you.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Goodbye.